What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tonage, here with my co-host, Robot Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
For some reason, he sounds like a robot today. We don't know why, and we're just gonna have to roll with it. We're also testing out some new overlays today. As you can see, we've got this one, and we've got this one, and then we combined chats today on Twitch to add a little bit more to the stream, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Trying this joint streaming thing or whatever. Just to kind of like minimize how many chats are on the screen and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna today we are doing minor predictions for the CDL, right? That's this week. And then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Starts on Friday.
Yeah. And then probably talking about some more stuff that's happening in the gaming world. So let me go ahead and pull up the Call of Duty schedule week schedule. Give me a second, my PC running a little slow today. She's been working extra hard recently. I've been on the grind.
Yeah.
Dude, I have yet to miss a what am I trying to say?
Missing brain cells, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I have yet to miss a upload for the 2025 fiscal year.
For the 2025 fiscal year.
Yeah.
It doesn't start till like April.
We're not gonna worry, I can talk about it. Alright.
Still in 2024.
Alrighty, so we have Minor 1 tournament. So we've got the brackets. This is single elim. And this is for those of you that are unfamiliar, the minors are something new that they're doing this year with the CDL to kind of give us a little extra play time.
It's gonna be a little extra tournament action rather than like a month of league matches and a major, and then a month of league matches and major.
Yeah, so we've got all the teams playing. The first matchup, so this is done by seeding based off of the first few weeks, right before the holidays.
I think it was the first. I think they played 4 matches. I think each team played 4 matches.
Yeah, something like that. So our top 4 teams. So going into the season, we anticipated like pretty much right out the bat that our top 4 teams would be Optic, FaZe, Thieves, and then like number 4 was kind of like up in the air, right, between any of the like mid-level teams. But going into this minor, it's based off of seeding, obviously. So our top 4 teams currently are the Royal Ravens, the Boston Breach, which is shocking considering their performance last year, the LA Thieves, and Toronto Ultra. So these are totally different teams except for LA Thieves than what we originally had thought going into the season. Like Royal Ravens have been like performing like, have they even lost have they lost a match? I don't think they did. I don't think they have. Deception.
I know Ravens and Thieves are undefeated. I think Ultra are undefeated too. Could be wrong. If Ultra aren't undefeated, they're 3-1. Is that a Breach or 3-1?
Oh, I mean, it's just like crazy to see these teams up here. I mean, like FaZe doing as bad as they're doing right now, Like they're definitely like they're like the bottom, pretty much, other than
Yeah,
like
FaZe
the LA
are
Gorillas.
they're struggling. That's going to be a crazy matchup too because we have to remember that this tournament is single elim,
Mm-hmm.
and providing FaZe beat Heretics, which probably will happen, they'll have to play Thieves,
Yeah.
and either Thieves or FaZe will be going home in the second round.
Yeah, but I mean, and Thieves have been looking really good. I mean, we have had the past couple weeks of people, in the workshop. I mean, obviously people are spending time with their families for the holidays, but I'm sure those, bottom teams are definitely like putting in the work, trying to make something happen. So we're gonna go ahead and give our predictions based off of our current knowledge and whatnot. I'm gonna pull up. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my laptop a bracket to
Yeah.
keep track. But come on, I have too many things. Hold on. Bracket predictions. There we go. We're pretty accurate when it comes to bracket predictions. I mean, we do a pretty good job. We did that last year anyway. All right,
Well, and this
so
one's going to be a little bit easier because there's no losers bracket.
25 minor 1 tournament. I think Drake might make an appearance at this one. If I'm being honest.
I was going to refrain from the jokes, but when you said that there were going to be minors they were doing, I was like, oh, this is Dr. Disrespect's favorite tournament.
Yeah. All right, and then they go against Ravens, and then Optic. Okay.
Yeah, there's still. I feel like at least until like 3 or 4, they're gonna be a lot of memes for
Yeah. Oh yeah.
their wording of this
Yeah.
tournament.
I agree. It's not gonna be pretty.
We might get toward the end of the year and the memes might die down, but like I feel like at least the first 2 events they're gonna be everybody's gonna be like throwing the memes out.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So we can go ahead and start predicting, I guess, for the first couple ones while I finish making the rest of this. Um. So the first matchup is Surge versus Cloud9. Um. What do you think based off of like? Um.
I mean, inherently, all of these are rough because this is like the very beginning. Like the only one I'm like 1,000% confident in is the Optic versus Falcon.
Yeah,
But
Falcons
like
is like woohoo.
the Surge Cloud9 one is really rough because everybody thought that Cloud9 was going to be a pretty good team, but they had their doubts about people like Crimp. But it turns out that Crimp is like the best player on the team right now. And they haven't been playing necessarily up to top 4 potential, but they're definitely really good. Like they definitely could be a top 4 team. But the problem is Surge is also looking really good, and Surge has been performing well. So it's a weird one. I honestly think that in a tournament setting, I think the experience of Cloud9 will probably prevail. But I think it'll be like a 3-2.
3-2.
But I think they'll have to
Okay.
win S&D.
Okay.
Because like Surge are good, bro. Like everybody was memeing on 04 because he had a bad start to his tenure in the COD League last year. But he has been playing really well this year, so we'll see.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then the next matchup we have is Optic versus Falcons. We already kind of said that Optic is taking this one. What do you think it's gonna be like a 3-1, 3-0?
Falcons 3-0. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I I could see maybe Falcons taking an S&D off of them, but I doubt it.
Okay.
Optic look really good with Hooks, so I am confident in a 3-0
3-0.
out of Optic.
Alright.
That's like, if there are no other 3-0s this whole event, that's going to be the one.
Okay. I can back you up on that one, I think. Alright. Um okay, and then going down we have actually let me pull this up over here until and then we have um FaZe versus Heretics. Like you said, this one's gonna be a kind of a tight one probably as well.
I'm just so like I don't know what to think about phase is the problem. Like normally I'd be like phase 3-1 or something like that. Like it'd be a pretty easy prediction. But this year they have not looked like the same team that they have
Yeah.
been. Especially the big three. When you look at Simp, BZ, Cell, they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the first couple weeks, I feel like that kind of puts them like gas under their I don't know, fire under their butts is I think the word I'm looking for. And they're gonna wanna try to come back and try
I
to.
mean, if you put gas under there, it helps.
That's true. I think there's some fire under their ass right now, based off of just like everything for the past for the past few weeks before this break, and I think they really they were they need to prove themselves. Especially with the
I think
roster.
very quickly we'll figure out what phase we're getting. I think within the first map.
Yeah.
I
So
think the first map will tell us.
I think it's gonna be a 3-2 either way. Um,
If phase show up, I think it's 3-1. But if
3-1.
they don't show up, I think it's a 3-2 and it could go either way. But I think that overall phase win the series.
Okay, we'll go 3-2 just for safekeeping. Also, look at this kind of awesome Excel sheet work here. Really fancy. um. So then we have um Gorillas versus Rocker. I mean, considering Gorillas is like the bottom team right now.
Yeah, but the thing is they look good. Like they are the bottom team, but they actually look pretty good. They just haven't. They're like they just haven't been able to win maps consistently and like close them out. But they look good during the game.
Do you want to like just for shits and giggles send them through with the?
I do think that they beat Ultra or they beat Rocker. I think.
Okay.
I I don't know. Like yeah, they've had problems like closing out maps, but they have had so many games this season where they have been up crazy in hardpoint and then lost.
Yeah.
So like if they can clean that up, they're fine.
You do have a point. Um. I think if they really like lock in, I think they could go 3-1 if they're looking
Yeah, I
good.
think they could go 3-1.
All
I
right.
mean, Rocker are looking better than they were last year, but that's not saying a lot because they weren't great last year.
It's true. A lot of these teams weren't really great last year. It was just like the top four, and then they were all fighting for last. Honestly.
Yeah, the competition overall seems a little better than last year.
Yeah. The definite mix up of the rosters and like shaking things up really gave some more depth to the league than previous years. I feel like that's a very like common thing with the CDLs. It's very like top heavy. Like the top teams perform at the top. Like they just stay at the top, and they like sometimes one of the other bottom teams will like have a good major or good section or whatever, and they'll perform, but it doesn't last very long. I think like it's a short lived
The
little.
biggest example of that is how um going into Major One at Vanguard, Breach had the number one seed as a completely new team,
Yeah,
and then they did like nothing else the rest of the year.
yeah. So I want it to keep like pretty competitive. I think if it can stay competitive throughout the entire season, I think it'll make for much better it'll make for much better consumption because everyone likes an upset. Everyone likes when things are competitive and you don't know who's gonna win and it's close. Game
Well, and the
5, round
Vanguard
11.
season was the best example of that.
Yeah. So
The Vanguard season is arguably like as much as the game wasn't that fun. The competition of the CDL in that season was insane.
yeah. All right. So moving on, we have um round 2, which is where we see the top 4 teams coming to play. Um we have Ravens versus Cloud9. Um, I
I
don't.
think Ravens win that one.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let. I don't think they're gonna let their nice win streak end here on the first round of the minor.
The Ravens have been doing well, bro. They even beat. I mean, granted, it's not. It's not like you can take it with a little bit of a grain of salt because FaZe haven't been playing the greatest, but they 3-0'd FaZe. So.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? 3-1, 3-2?
I think Ravens would win that 3-1 because they're just real. They're good at respawn.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at S&D too, but like they have like Gwen is like everybody said last year that Gwen would be really good, and he was good last year, but he's like stepped it up even more this year.
It's good to see. I like it when, like, they come out of their rookie season and then they finally, like, click, They finally get that experience.
Yeah.
And they have the off season to, like, process it all, and then they, step up. Kind of like how Ghosty did last year. I mean, he didn't have that great of a team, but he definitely, like, he definitely proved himself last year, being able to carry LA Thieves as well as he did. And now he's on this, like, star-studded roster, and they're absolutely killing it.
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering if this is a one-team league this year because Thieves have not really had any problems, and like every other team has seen at least a little bit of a crack in their roster or how they play or whatever. And Thieves have just been basically flawless.
Yeah. Minus, like, I think they only dropped, like, one match. I think they're 3-1.
They've only dropped a couple maps, and like the maps were like it could have went either way.
Yeah. So then our next matchup is Optic versus Breach. I really don't know. I mean, I know they've been looking better with Hook, but
Yeah, we have to keep in mind that that Breach did beat Optic in the first match of both of their seasons, but that was when Optic had Pred, and obviously there were some things going down on that end that could have affected that series.
yeah.
And Optic have been playing extremely well with Hook, so I think Optic will win that one. I think that's probably going to be like a 3-1 as well. I just think like if Optic are going to lose a map in this series, I think they lose a control. And I think that's just completely off of the fact that teams are just not quite as adept at control right now as they could be. Because I mean, we haven't played. They played control the least. They like I've seen like them scrimming. I've seen like scrim stats, and they scrim control the least. So I think control's the toss up, but like Optic have looked so good with Hook that I don't think that Breach beat them this time.
Yeah, I agree. So the next matchup we have is Thieves versus FaZe. I think Thieves take this, even if FaZe is
I think
hooking.
that's 3-1 for Thieves. I don't know if FaZe make it to a game 5.
No.
Last year, if we had the FaZe team from last year, I'd be like, okay, this one might be close. But like, I don't know. The Thieves are so good and FaZe are struggling. It's just like I can't. I don't know if they'll make it to game 5.
Yeah. And then for the last matchup of round 2, we have Gorillas versus Ultra. I don't know. I think Ultra take it. I mean, Ultra hungry. They're trying to prove themselves here. That
I
without.
think Ultra win that. They've been playing better than I think people expected.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people like when we looked like because everybody was like if this is a 4-team league it's gonna be FaZe Optic Thieves Cloud9.
Mm-hmm.
People weren't really thinking about Ultra.
No.
Like I mean, granted it's probably like valid because Ultra weren't that great last season. Like they were good, but they couldn't really compete with the top 4 teams. In terms of like just winning events. Like they won, I think they won one, but like it's like they won that one and they couldn't really get anywhere after that.
Yeah. So you think it's gonna be a 3-0, 3-1, 3-2?
I think that is a 3-2. So we have to keep in mind that Gorillas have the core of that old NYSL team, and they have been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
So
And
They have 3 of the 4 NYSL players that won champs. So,
It's true. I mean, they already have that chemistry, and they're back to prove themselves again.
yeah, they have to prove themselves again because now they're on a team that now they're in a position they've never really been in.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
so we'll see.
yeah. And then we have Ravens versus Optic. Um, I'm not quite sure, honestly, on this one. I think it's gonna be like a three. I think it's gonna be really close and like a 3-2.
I think Optic won that one 3-2, and I think it's solely because Optic have looked really good at S&D.
I think that's a good
I
point.
think Optic. The thing about Optic's S&D right now is because of how fast Hook and Chauncey play together, they just overwhelm teams in S&D.
Yeah.
Like I watched the first like S&D they played. It was I think it was a red card. It was the first S&D they played with Hook, and they just straight ran through the opposition. Like they literally like there was one play um where Hook was like flanking and Shaji just straight ran through the middle of the map and got 2 kills. And like it's just like how do you beat that?
Yeah. Um, and then we have Thieves versus Ultra. I think Thieves are gonna take this. They're hot, they're heavy. I think it's gonna be a 3-2 though. I think both of these like round three are gonna be really close, and it's gonna come down to like the wire.
I think it's gonna be 3-1, bro.
You think it's gonna be a 3-1?
This Ultra team is good, but I don't think they're good enough to compete with the top 3.
All right.
Like they're good. They're kind of like Ultra were kind of like the third best team last season, and then you had MY as the fourth. But like
They lost
Ultra
their two
look
best
good.
players.
Yeah, Ultra look good, but they've lost like they've lost arguably their 2 best players.
Yeah.
And granted, they are looking good, but I just don't.
I don't think. I
I
don't
don't
think.
know if they can compete with the top 3.
Yeah.
They might be like a fourth team. They might be like I have a feeling that like once Ravens and Breach, like once everybody learns the game more, I feel like Ravens and Breach are gonna fall off a little bit. And at the end of the day, it'll probably be like Optic, Phase, Thieves, Ultra as the top 4. But like
Mm-hmm.
Ultra are like the fourth, and they're pretty far from the top 3. I feel like is what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Also, I think Optic and Thieves are gonna have some sort of like friendly rivalry going into the season, especially like with both of them being in Texas. I mean, and Nate Shot being down there. I feel
Be
like
like BO4.
yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a nice friendly rivalry brewing between these two teams this season, and I want to see it so bad because
I would love to see Optic and Thieves in more than one grand finals together
yeah,
this season.
I think it'll make for some good consumption, for the audience. Um, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with your gut on this one because I have no idea. These teams are just they good.
I just can't. I don't know. I can't see Thieves going to a game 5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think once teams get a little bit better at the game, I think the only team that probably could take Thieves to 5 games is Optic.
Mm-hmm.
But like all the other teams, I don't know if they. I don't know. Thieves are just so good compared to everybody else. I don't know if anybody else pushes Thieves to game 5.
Do you don't think it's gonna go to a game five now, but on the next time they meet?
I think that once teams learn the game more, maybe Thieves look a little bit more vulnerable. But I don't know. It could be the opposite. It could be that Thieves just learn the game more and they're just insane and they just dominate the whole season. I don't know.
So what do
Do
you
we
think?
even know like what the format is for Game 5 or for Grand Finals?
No, I don't think so.
I assume that if they go by the fact that this is the only change to the single limit stuff, this would be like a best of 9. So, I mean, if the Grand Finals is the best of 5, I think Optic would take Thieves to Game 5, but I think Thieves win. But if it's a best of 9, I don't know. If it's a best of 9, I think Thieves win like 5-3.
All right, we'll do that, and then we'll do like a 3-1, and we'll just for whether it's best of 5 or best of 9. Just for like our own personal records. But we do have Thieves winning the minor, which I don't think is quite.
These are just really good.
Yeah.
I just don't. The only team I could see them possibly losing to is Optic. That's the only team.
Yeah.
And I still at that point I think I would bet Thieves over Optic.
Yeah. I think once they get a little bit more going with Hook, I think it could go either way, but with how
I mean, who knows? With the way they look, the way the Optic looked at with Hook, they could beat Thieves. I mean, who knows?
That's what
But
I like.
I think
That's
that
what I'm
Optic
liking about
is
this
the
season.
only team that stands any sort of chance of beating Thieves. I don't think any other team in the league can beat them right now.
I agree. I mean, it's gonna be close, and I want to be wrong. You know, I want things to go, unpredictable. But yeah, you never know. You never know. But let me look through here. So we'll rediscuss next week when we talk about certain things. But I do want to kind of go into YouTube a little bit because there's been a lot that's kind of been going on. So obviously with the new year, we got some statistics and stuff like that for just like growth and everything like that. I mean, everyone posted their recaps from everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, the works. But one of the main things here that I think is really important to point out is like Mr. Beast's growth in the past year.
The fact that he gained 115 million subs.
Yeah. I mean, like,
it took like 15 years for YouTube to even have their first creator with 100 million subs. And Mr. Beast gained 115 million in 1 year.
Yeah. Which is like actually crazy.
And it wasn't even like he just randomly blew up at the start of 2024 and then carried it through the rest of the year. He already had like over 100 million subs and gained 100 million more.
Yeah. So this man's he's on something different. Whether you like him or you hate him or you're indifferent, Mr. Beast is doing great things. Also, but like I think one of the main things that kind of helps I think one of the things that like helps Mr. Beast's case is his accessibility to his videos. I mean, his videos are like available in like so many different languages. Hold on, let me pull up YouTube real quick and like pull up one of his videos and like show you guys how many languages this guy can, have a video in. Mr. Beast. Because he like pays people to dub his videos to do that. Hold on, we'll pull up the latest one with like the twins. Maybe like a twins video. Hold on. Oh wait. Me are 100 sets of twins. And they're gonna... Okay. So don't mind my like search history, but if you go to settings, audio track, he has in 17 different languages and then 19 different subtitles. Like 17 different languages this man puts his videos in for people to consume. Like that's actually crazy. He has 342 million subscribers. Like that's crazy. And at least
so he already had over 200 million at the start of this year, and he gained 100 million more.
Yeah. And all his other channels have over like at least 20 million each. That's lowballing. Like that's crazy. Like the man's he's pioneering.
We're looking at like 500 million subs across all the channels.
Yeah. The guy that does his thumbnails though, like, has it on point. But and also he just got engaged too, I believe. Like he proposed to his girlfriend, well now fiance, over the on Christmas, I think. Unless I'm like being, yeah, he did. Mr. Beast, yeah, he proposed to his girlfriend on Christmas. Cute couple. But oh, they're all wearing Mr. Beast Christmas sweaters. That's actually really cute. He needs to get longer pants though, dude. Come on, we see your ankles. This is a modest country, okay? Put the ankles away.
Incredible.
But yeah, this dude, he's doing things, and
Does he even have shoes on? He's got the grippers out, bro.
Yeah, he got them dogs out.
I mean, he's Mr. Beast. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I do like the matching Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
And they actually look pretty good.
Yeah,
they're not ugly
sick.
Christmas sweaters. They look pretty good.
Yeah. With like the money, the dollar signs and everything too. I don't know what it says, but is it like his merch or something? Hold on.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, I know it's his merch, but like I was wondering like if he has like it's sold anywhere. I don't know. But really cute.
If I had to guess, it was probably like a limited drop that's gone now. That's how people like doing merch now.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. His holiday sweater. Yeah, I found a picture.
Wow. Why can't we get the last woman on board? There's like there's 3 people wearing them.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
The mom. There's only 13 left. $50 for one of these bad boys.
$50? That's not bad, to be honest. I thought they'd sell for more.
That looks sick though. Make the world a better place. Like, hello? Period. Like, this man has gone through like a lot of controversy in the past year too, and the fact that he's still growing, it's just insane. I mean,
yeah.
No matter what your opinion on Mr. Beast is, I mean, we're all entitled to our own whatever. I mean, personally, I sometimes like his videos, and sometimes I feel like they're a little too over the top for me. But
I never watch his videos. No.
I watch them occasionally, but not like I'm not like a serious. I'm gonna watch everyone, but
just those kind of videos are not the videos that I watch.
Yeah, that's never really been my. I'm not like an IRL content kind of person, unless it's like vlogging. I like
the only IRL content I ever really enjoyed watching was like vlogging or like when the Optic guys would do stuff like when Hex would have them eat Mexican candy, when they did the Warhead challenge.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like that's my kind of IRL content. Like I love watching Hex's vlogs. Like that's like my favorite thing to watch, but you know, that's insane. So, you know, even though YouTube is like taking off, you know, everybody's watching YouTube now and consuming this kind of content, and it's, you know, his accessibility has really enabled him to grow as fast as he can, because his audience is just like, you know, comparative to like if he had only English on his videos, his, you know, user base has like multiplied by like 5 with having 17 different you know, languages available for his videos. So kudos to him. You know, hopefully he has a great 2025 and continues to like break. You know, they're gonna have to make like a 1 billion plaque just for him.
I'd be interested to see what they would do when he hits 500 million subs, because I know that's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
Will somebody hit 1 billion subs? I don't know.
Because like
that seems slightly far-fetched even for Mr. Beast, but because there's barely 1 billion users on freaking Twitter. To think that one person could have 1 billion subscribers is like insane.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up real quick. How many accounts are there on YouTube? There are over 2.49 billion monthly active users on YouTube.
Yeah, so if he had 1 billion subs, you're reaching almost half of YouTube's entire user base.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like as the this is gonna sound really like dark. I don't want it to sound dark, but as the boomer generation continues to move out, and fade, continue to decrease, and now we're in like Gen Beta. Like Gen Beta is like the new generation with kids that are born now, starting this year. Um,
I don't even want to think about the fact that kids can be born in 2025. Kids that were born in the 2010s is still like crazy to me. I'm like, bro,
yeah,
what is happening?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Um, but so like now like Gen Beta like is kind of coming in, and so now from like millennials down, we've all grown up with the internet, we've all grown up with YouTube. It's like a big part of our lives, consuming content. Even some
And
of like,
especially like millennials, we've seen like every phase of YouTube.
yeah. So same thing for the older um you know gen what generation am I? Gen Alpha? Gen
Yeah, I guarantee you like 90 to 95% of Mr. Beast's current user base, subscribers, don't even know that he used to make COD Zombies videos, but I
Yeah.
watched those.
Yeah. Like I mean most of his users are probably like Gen Alpha down to like, wait, what generation am I? Like, hold on. I'm Gen Z.
You're
That's right.
probably
I'm Gen Z. Sorry. Dude, I'm blanking. But like yeah, so like Gen Z, millennials, Gen Alpha, Gen A, or whatever, and then Gen Beta. They are all like gonna have like YouTube ingrained in them. I mean like the older Gen Z, like me, and then like the couple years between me and millennial. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time with words today. It's really bad. Um, you know, they all grew up kind of watching the evolution of YouTube too. Just we were younger, you know. It's not we weren't as like involved in it, but we were there and we witnessed. But we can't say it was our whole generation because you still got kids that are like middle school that are Gen Z. So I think.
that's the weird part about generations spanning as far as they do, because you have people that are born in the very early part that almost think they're a part of the last generation, but then you have like people that are born in like the very late part that are like, I don't even feel like I'm part of this generation.
Yeah, because so Gen Z was 95 to 2012, right?
So I'm technically Gen Z, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah. So, but you have a lot of the same experiences
We need to have like
millennials.
micro generations
Yeah,
because I don't feel like I'm a part of 90% of Gen Z, which technically I'm not. But like,
because it made it spans till 2012, and like, I mean, 2012 was when my youngest sister was born, and she's 11. She's not even in
I
middle
mean, yeah,
school yet.
like I think that we need to shorten generations to like 5 years.
Yeah, they're like
With the amount
14.
of things that can happen in 5 years now, like
Yeah,
between 1995 and 2012, it is like a completely different world.
yeah, and then it was like Gen Alpha's 2013 to 2025, and then every next is Gen.
Even between those years is crazy.
Yeah, like because like the silent generation is like pretty much almost completely gone. I mean, they're all like over 100 now. Well, they're all at least 100.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter just died. He was
No,
100.
not at least 100. No, they're at least like 80. It's the silent generation. They're all at least 80. Sorry, I did my math wrong. They're like 80 to 100. So like and then baby boomers like
I was
60.
just happy that a U.S. president made it to 100 because that never happened.
Yeah, I know. Well, funny story. I was driving, I was going to Walmart with Rish, and we were driving through town, and I was just like, like my grandparents told me about like, why flags are flown at half mast, whatever, half mast, and like I was just like, wait, who died? And I was like, wait, oh, Jimmy Carter did. I was like, oops. I like forgot that like since I thought for some reason I thought it was only
Jimmy
like,
Carter is one of the most forgettable presidents.
yeah, even though he did so many good things too, like Like even after he wasn't president anymore, he did like a lot of like charity work and
Fun fact: before Jimmy Carter became president, he sold tickets for NASCAR races at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
nice. NASCAR. He's a born and bred American right there. I mean, you have to be a president, but um,
Like the one thing I know about Jimmy Carter.
but I mean, I don't know. I think YouTube is definitely the best video platform right now to consume, especially with like TikTok, the TikTok ban coming into place unless they can sell the company before the 20th, which I was talking about
I've
this.
heard that there's a lot of people in Congress that are trying to delay it, at
Well,
least.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe
it's
not
like,
stop it, but delay it.
well, that's a whole can of worms in and of itself, and I could go on like my theories on the situation, but I don't think you guys want to hear those.
Because we're 11 days away from the possible ban.
Yeah.
So
I mean, personally, it'll probably do me some good because I'm on TikTok way too much. I was talking about this on earlier on stream. I scroll through TikTok way too much. It's bad. I'm addicted to the short form content. Like it's a problem.
see, I don't scroll TikTok too much. I mainly only do it when I'm about to go to sleep, which granted that kind of can be bad because I'm missing out on sleep. But also like I just like scrolling TikTok before I go to bed. That's
Yeah.
like the only time I really look at TikTok that much.
That's how I can
And
tell
like
like
yeah, I'm gonna be like, what am I gonna do?
what am I gonna do? That's kind of like how I can tell like I'm like not doing well mentally is like if I'm sitting and scrolling through TikTok for so long and like not doing anything. But you know, but I feel like now it's gonna if this goes through, there's always gonna be another social media platform that kind of like takes this place. It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
the
a little
main
bit of a
one that
split.
everybody's been talking about is Instagram Reels, which I've used Instagram Reels. I don't know. Like there's just something about TikTok that like Instagram Reels just doesn't feel the same.
No, it's
I can
not.
watch the same video on Instagram Reels that I just watched on TikTok and I don't feel the same
Nope.
as I did about watching it on TikTok.
Nope. And like the thing is too is like it's not as like relevant to like I feel like you get like reels from like further back than you would on TikTok. I feel like TikTok's more like present.
That's a problem with Instagram in general. That's why I don't get on Instagram. It's because
Yeah.
90% of the time I get on Instagram, there's no posts from the last like 24 hours.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I miss about like old Instagram is when it would go in like chronological order. Like you would scroll and you'd be able to like find where you stopped, you know? Because it's like, oh, this post it goes in like, oh, this was 28 minutes ago. Oh, this was an hour ago. Oh, this was 4 hours ago. This was 6 hours ago. This was 2 days ago. This was a week ago. And like you can find where you stopped the last time you scrolled. And I feel like now it's just so
Yeah, now on
difficult.
Instagram, I'll go to Instagram and I'll see a post from like 6 days ago, and that's the first one on my feed. And I'm like,
I
thank you.
mean, it does encourage you to keep scrolling, but at the same time, it's just like it makes me not want to be on Instagram because
It
I
encourages you to just scroll for the wrong reasons.
yeah, because like
Because you're just trying to find something recent, and it's giving you all this stuff that happened, like
yeah,
that you already know.
I wish they could do like I don't know, kind of what I don't want to like give any props to like Elon Musk here or X, but I do like the fact that you can do like the for you, which is kind of mixed, or you can do the following, which is chronological. I do like that.
Yeah,
What's up,
because then you can
Alex?
find what you want,
Yeah, and like so
and
if
but also you can find stuff that you weren't expecting.
yeah, so like if I want to scroll and see new things, then I can do that. But if I want to scroll and see the people that I follow and in chronological order, especially with like and like find where I stopped, to know that I've consumed my feed that I curated.
Yeah.
I feel like that is necessary. I mean, I know like a lot of people follow a lot of different other people, which saturates the timeline and everything like that, but I it's something that I miss about social media, being able to find where I last scrolled, like where I started, when I last scrolled, and I want that back because then I felt like I was consuming. I felt like I was consuming more, and it felt more valuable than just like mindlessly like scrolling for you know.
Oh, I just saw something that got posted yesterday. Apparently, the Supreme Court is having a hearing on the TikTok ban this week.
When.
Sometime this week.
Oh, okay.
I
Um.
assume within the next couple days,
Yeah.
if not today.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it and get maybe we'll have more information and be able to talk about it next week. But like I feel like it's gonna a lot of people make their living off of TikTok, a lot of small businesses blew up because of the virality aspect of it and the easy way to go viral on the
Yeah, that's the
platform.
big thing about TikTok is like that's like the biggest reason why they cited that TikTok shouldn't be banned is because there's like a stat where like small businesses made like 300 million more dollars in revenue or something like that than they would have without TikTok.
Yeah. It's such a good thing though. Like it's such a good thing to be able to have a platform where you can boost small businesses, especially in like America, the United States specifically, the Americas, the United States specifically.
Yeah.
Like small businesses are what like run the lower level and like the middle class of our country. And so to be able to have, people, you know, be able to promote their small businesses and to be able to do these certain things, like it's great, like people get to follow their dreams of, owning a restaurant or making art and selling it, like because of what TikTok has allowed them. It's kind of like for a company that's not owned by an American company, like not an American company, it it exemplifies like the American dream of being able to follow your passions and make something for yourself.
That is true.
Yeah. So that's going to be an
I really
interesting.
like TikTok, so I will be sad
Me
if
too.
it actually gets banned.
Me too. I'll be like, what do I do now? Am I supposed to scroll through freaking reels? Hello? It's not the same, guys. It's not the same. I built my For You page brick by freaking brick. I don't want to have to do it all over on another platform. My For You page feeds me exactly what I want when I want it. If I want to see dance videos,
Well,
my freaking For You page knows.
but and the thing is it's like I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is just like a TikTok placebo thing or whatever. But I just feel I have used Instagram Reels before, but I just feel like they just don't get me like TikTok does.
Yeah, they
I don't know if
don't.
I just haven't used it enough or what, but I feel like on TikTok I get a good variety of things that I like, things that I haven't seen, and things from people that I follow. But
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram Reels, I just feel like I get if I like one thing, I get that over and over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over, the same similar content and
Yeah.
nothing else.
It's just like, okay, if I like one gaming video, all I'm gonna see is gaming video. If I like one comedy skit, all I'm gonna see is comedy skits. But like, cause like, I I love a variety of different things. I like watching Lego videos. I like watching comedy skits where as I have my favorite comedians that I follow, and they come up on my For You page, and I
Yeah.
laugh hysterically at them. I like watching people dance. I like not TikTok dances, but like choreographed dances from like choreographers and stuff. And then like gaming videos, but then also like weird things that, weird current events like the Golden Globes, like that's been blowing up my feed recently, but that's just cuz like the girl that hosted it was roasting everybody and it was hilarious. Did you
That
see
was
did you see
funny.
it? Yeah. She killed that, honestly. Like those were good.
But
So,
see, like you get that stuff on TikTok even if you never watched it or heard about
yeah.
it.
That you're like, "Oh,
I
here's a
feel like on
current event."
Instagram you would never see that.
Yeah. And then like it allows like because Instagram is like a American owned company by like Meta, which is definitely like they have some sort of lobbying going on. I feel, um, but
I would say Meta is not the most trusted company
yeah,
by people
they've
that want to view
proved,
content.
yeah, they've proved that they're not the most trusted company. But they also like with like censorship as well. Like they definitely like put down some sort of like some content which TikTok does not because it's an American company and they're not going to suppress certain news, certain political things, like they're gonna give it to you straight. They're not gonna like suppress a video that has every making to go viral because it talks about, something that the American government doesn't want you to see. Um that's about as radical as I'll get on the topic. And yes, that is a radical point of view, I've been told. But Um, um, yeah. So I think it's gonna open a new age for people, because TikTok has been around, since, well, it was formerly Musically, so it's been around for a long time. The app and the structure,
Dude, the
but
TikTok glow up too is crazy because
yeah.
like I remember Musically used to get like memed on by like the
Oh
older
yeah.
generation of
Oh yeah.
people. Like people hated Musically.
Now
And
everybody's
then
on
it
TikTok.
changed to TikTok and everybody was like, "Oh, what's this TikTok? It's just going to be trash like Musically." And now TikTok is just insanely
It's,
huge and
if
everybody
not the
loves it.
biggest. What is the biggest social media app? Let me look. What is the biggest social media platform? 2024. The biggest social media platform for 2024 is Facebook, right?
That's not surprising.
No. But that's just because, like, that's, like, one of the first, like, that's one of the oldest platforms that's still
Facebook,
around.
the thing about Facebook that I think makes it so big and why some people still use it is because Facebook is more for real life friends and
Mm-hmm.
interactions,
Yeah. Then,
and
like, consuming content.
rather than like looking somebody up by their username
Yeah.
or watching videos.
So it goes for the most popular social media platforms in 2024. We have Facebook, then YouTube, then we have Instagram, then WhatsApp, then WhatsApp. I forgot
I
that
would
WhatsApp
not
a
count
thing.
that as a social media platform. That's literally for texting, bro.
Yeah, whatever. And then TikTok is next. So it pretty much goes Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It like TikTok is,
Honestly, I'm very shocked that that TikTok is below Instagram.
yeah, me too. But I think that's just because like Instagram came first.
It also is because I literally never use Instagram. I am not a fan of Instagram.
And WeChat, what is WeChat?
That's probably another texting app if I had to guess.
Probably. Telegram, Facebook Messenger. Yeah, see, these are texting
These are
apps.
all
These don't,
texting apps. These don't count.
no. So pretty much without the texting apps, it goes Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, then Snapchat. And I don't
I
count
would say
Snapchat.
Snapchat skirts on the
Well, I think
divide
stories.
between texting app and social media
I
because
think stories is what
I
makes it
I
different.
think yeah, like the thing about Snapchat for me is I mainly use it as a texting app, but there are some people that and I do think that if Snapchat can do it right, they could be better than Instagram Reels.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't watch a lot of those like TikTok style for you page story things, but
Mm-hmm.
like I watch some of them and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think YouTube Shorts is probably gonna like
Yeah,
overtake as the new
YouTube Shorts,
TikTok.
bro. YouTube Shorts would be really good if they can get YouTube Shorts. If they can get a little better, because my main YouTube Short stuff is only basically stuff related to people I subscribe to or things that I like.
Yeah,
If they can get a little bit more of the unknown part of it, where like you get a bunch of stuff that they think you would like but you haven't seen before, then YouTube Shorts could go crazy.
yeah.
I would
I
definitely
think
watch YouTube
definitely like
Shorts.
a definitely tweak to the algorithm because right now my YouTube Shorts is all gaming, which it's great if I want to watch gaming, but like that's the cool thing about like TikTok is there's a lot of variety. It goes into all your different interests based off of how you build, like based off of how they start the algorithm by just giving you everything, and then based off of what you like and what you don't like, it gives you more, but it like builds that profile. It'll be like, oh, so Tonage likes this and this and this, but they don't like this and this and this, so we're not going to give them these things, but we're going to give her all these things. And then you know based off of how much she likes these different things, we'll do, like, their
Well,
algorithm is just insane. And
and the best part is with YouTube Shorts, you wouldn't be getting a shop/store thing shoved down your
oh
throat
my
every
god,
third
yes,
video.
literally. I've been getting these like I don't know, the ads too, like, oh my god, I get like the
Bro,
same
I get
ad over
these.
and over and
I
over again.
ever I keep getting these ads about freaking like shirts and hoodies and stuff,
Mm.
and I'm like, bro, like I see the like there. I'll be watching a video about uh, like I watched a video of like Tim and Nate Shot reacting to like the new skins in Marvel Rivals, and then like the next video was like, what are you doing if your grandma walks in the room wearing this shirt? I'm like, bro, what is this?
Well, the thing is like I was like scrolling, and I like sometimes I like the stuff that's on TikTok Shop, and sometimes I don't. And so I liked this one TikTok of this like this is gonna be TMI for anyone that like gets icked by this stuff, but it was like a
Oh
bra.
God.
I was like, oh, that's a cool bra, and it was like a wireless. It was like the perfect bra, right? And I liked it, and I moved on to my day. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool bra, and I even bookmarked it. Come back for later. This same
And now all you're getting is TikTok
no,
store.
it's not even about. It's not even like different TikToks. It's the same TikTok.
Yeah, that also happens. I've
5
liked a couple
times.
things. I've liked a couple things like that, and then be getting the same thing. I'm like,
5
dude,
times.
I've already seen this. I liked it. Then get it out of here.
Like if I didn't buy it then, I'm not gonna buy it now. Maybe because I don't have the money to buy it. You don't know.
I will say there are a couple things on TikTok Shop that just keep popping up that I'm like, I'm gonna eventually have to cave and buy this, bro.
But I think
The shop thing is I'm persistent, but the shop thing's working on me a little bit.
yeah, it is. Like there's a couple things that are in my cart that I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy this when I have the money. But who knows if it'll still be there when I can.
I didn't buy it from TikTok Shop, but there's one thing I bought that I saw from TikTok that I actually liked.
What?
So maybe I'll buy something else. Have you ever seen those? You seen the ads about the Magic John screen protectors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some of
Nice.
those
Nice.
on Amazon.
I think
I didn't buy them from TikTok Shop, but
I bought 2 things from TikTok Shop. I've only ever bought 2 things. One was a shirt. Well, it was like a sweater that I got Risk for Christmas. It was for NoCon. There was like designs on the back of all his songs on his Stick Season album, and we had just gone and seen the concert like a couple months ago. So I was like, boom, perfect Christmas gift. Risk wears it all the time still, and then I got it for them last year. And then something called a Kraken. I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it.
oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
But it's like
freaking doing that with everything.
Yeah, so like if for those of you who don't know what a
breaking
Kraken
all
is,
those bottles open.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know what a Kraken is, it's like a tool. It's like an assistance for like shotgunning something. So like it helps you, like it cracks in, hence the name, to the bottle, so you don't have to use like a key and make a big mess.
I saw a dude shotgun a bottle of water in an ad with that, and I'm like, bro, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this.
This is unnecessary. Just take the top off, please. But it like cracks into it for you, so you don't like make a huge mess or like cut yourself from hurt yourself from.
Oh, like did you get like did you get the plastic one or whatever? Or did you get the real like the steel one or whatever?
No, I got the plastic one.
Whatever. Yeah, because that freaking the heavy duty one that's made out of like stainless steel or whatever is like $400. I think like why $400 for that little thing? Like, bro, I'm buying the plastic one.
Kraken 2.0. I think that's one I got. Hold on, let me pull it up. I love this thing. Yeah. So this is what it is. This is what I got Risk for Christmas. This is Kraken. It's got like a little like thing so it doesn't leak. It's got a little like mouth thing so you can put your mouth on it. So
yeah, because you basically just strap that onto the drink.
And then you just chug. Which makes it a lot easier to use.
It is pretty cool. Like,
I don't know. I love it.
Outside of just doing it for fun, I don't know if I would ever shotgun something, but that is pretty
Kraken
cool.
Platinum.
Yeah, the Kraken Platinum is the one. That one costs so much, bro. Hold on. It's made out of like it has like super heavy duty material. Join the elite. Dude, it costs so much.
Nah, I hate free money. Oh, $200.
Yeah.
For a 2-pack, it's like for the 3-pack, it's almost $500.
I'm like, bro.
Oh my god. This is for like frat boys. It's exclusively for frat boys. I fear.
Oh man.
Exclusively for frat boys. Kraken. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god.
What's crazy is we've been talking about this, and now I'm gonna get like 4 Kraken ads on my TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. It's normally $20, right, for one, which isn't bad.
For the plastic one, bro.
Yeah. They're good though.
Why would you even think about buying the platinum one if it's plastic one? You can buy 10 of those for one platinum.
Here's a descriptor video for those of you that are wondering if you guys are No, curious. Beach, crack it in. Boom, sip. It's sick. I love this thing so much. Hook, crack in, chug. I love the Kraken, honestly. I totally recommend if you have difficulties shotgunning things, for some reason, and you still want to be a party animal, hashtag not sponsored, but would love to be.
Yeah, why don't you start making TikToks about the Kraken?
Yeah, literally. Come on, I'm a college student. Like, hello, I'm their target market.
Crazy, bro.
Yo, Kraken, hit me up. I'll plug you all day, every day. As a verified user.
And you know what's crazy? We probably would have never even thought about something like this or heard of this if it wasn't for TikTok.
Nope. I knew that there were certain tools for like shotgunning things because like my cousin has one. But
something like that though.
His just cracks in and then you pull it out, like, so you don't have to use your finger. But it doesn't have like the mouthpiece to actually drink out of it, so yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love it. It's probably one of the best $20 I've ever spent. And I think it was on sale too, so I only spent like 15.
The Kraken is like a sippy cup for shotgunners.
Yeah, literally. It's like you want to learn how to shotgun. This is you suck at it's like if you suck at shotgunning, this is what you need. And that's that on that.
Aren't you supposed to suck at shotgunning though?
What? Aren't I supposed to suck at it? Deception.
That's how you get the drink out.
Dude, I can't with you sometimes. But anyway, so that's all for today, guys. That was a great podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties for those that are in stream at the beginning of the podcast. We appreciate you guys sticking through with us today. It's been a great one. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. This has been episode 102, which is awesome. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Deception, say bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time. Peace.